I want to chit chat about crypto, the hot asset class that I think is going to keep going higher and higher and higher. Now, let me explain this very, very quickly. I think there's 3 to 5 major things going on right now that will make it where it's greater odds than not that crypto continues its trip to the moon. Number 1, we have a new president-elect, I'm talking about Trump, who's very bullish on crypto. So most likely from the political arena, we're going to get regulations and updates that are supportive of crypto. We also have Trump, some breaking news related to his company, DJT, Trump Media Group, a ticker symbol DJT, where now he's personally involved. So we now have government tailwinds supporting crypto. We have Trump's personal financial investments. We have corporations around the world in the US and globally who are now even more, it's like almost an arms race to buy as much Bitcoin as you specifically can. And now we have Wall Street even more supportive of crypto than ever. With those major support pillars really showing up right now, it's hard to believe that crypto doesn't keep going. So on the screen right now, this is market cap. That's the size of the bubble. And then the year-to-date return, Bitcoin up 150%, Solana almost up 300%, Doge up almost 400, ETH up 56. So you can see that it just keeps going and going and going. Overall, right now, the total crypto sphere is worth about 3.1 trillion. So we're hitting some records here. And then Bitcoin itself is worth about 1.8 trillion, so taking down more than half of it. So the granddaddy of them all is still dominating, followed by Ethereum, but we are seeing a lot of shifting in the ones below it. Right now, Doge is the 7th most valuable crypto. Right above that is Ripple. Number 4 is Solana. Wouldn't be surprised if Solana ends up flipping Tether pretty soon. And if you fast forward, I don't know, a couple years, maybe not even, I wouldn't be surprised if Solana ends up flipping Ethereum, but that's not really the point of it. I want to get into why I personally think crypto as a whole is going to keep going up and why I think Bitcoin very, very shortly will be hitting 100,000. Let's start with the political side, the political pillar of this particular discussion. U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis says we are going to build a strategic Bitcoin reserve. This is getting more and more traction. We're actually hearing of other global governments saying, hey, we actually want a reserve as well. So we're kind of getting true governments more involved, where they're like, we want to buy. That's another natural buyer in this situation. And we know via Vivek Ramaswamy, Trump is now very, very supportive of crypto. He has been, he talked about it. That was the idea, that not only are we maybe getting this reserve, but maybe we're just going to have easier regulations. I think that's going to go through because we got some breaking news that Trump's own company now might be personally invested in the success of crypto.
Crypto news that's just breaking. Kate Rooney has that for us. Hi, Kate.
Hey, Mike. So we've got a couple of crypto headlines here. I'm going to start first with a report here from the Financial Times that Donald Trump's social media company is in advanced talks to buy Bakkt. That is a crypto trading venue owned by the Intercontinental Exchange. That's the New York Stock Exchange parent company. As Truth Social does look to expand beyond online conversations. Again, this is according to the FT. The media group here is owned by President-elect Donald Trump, and according to this report, is closing in on an all-share purchase of that crypto exchange. They're citing 2 people familiar with those talks. We've reached out to both companies, but you can see shares of Trump Media up more than 8%, and then Bakkt was up as much as 40%, but is now halted for volatility. And then separately, Wall Street Journal now reporting that President-elect Trump is meeting with the CEO of crypto exchange Coinbase. That is Brian Armstrong, the Journal here citing people familiar with the matter. They are expected, according to this report, to discuss personal appointments to his second administration. Trump has been an avid backer of crypto. He's showed up at some of these crypto conferences and is, according to this report, talking to Brian Armstrong about the SEC commissioner in particular. Armstrong has backed publicly Hester Pierce as a potential SEC commissioner, Mike, but a couple headlines to bring you there.
Quite a few things to unpack there. So we know from a U.S. political government vantage point, more supportive of crypto. Then let's take this to the next level where Trump's not only supportive, but it seems like his personal financial interests are now going to rely somewhat on the success of crypto. Let's be completely honest, with Truth Social, which is very similar in usage to Twitter/X, but the fact that Trump is now on Twitter, it kind of makes the business viability of Truth Social by itself a little bit questionable just from a fundamental standpoint. But all of a sudden, if it now is actually a crypto exchange, that completely changes the situation. Trump media reported talks to buy crypto trading platform back, sending shares soaring. So first of all, Bitcoin almost at an all-time high, eyeing up not only the all-time high of 94, but not that far away from 100,000 a coin. Now we have DJT, where it ripped kind of heading right into the election, lower highs, lower lows recently, and then out of nowhere popped 16% yesterday on this news. So the market telling you, yes, it very much likes the idea of DJT getting directly involved with crypto. And then if you look at Backed, which is the exchange itself, you can see it shot up 162% yesterday. It's up an additional 11% this morning. It started off the day at 11, closed out the day at 29, currently trading at 33. So the market, once again, telling you that it really, really likes it. The other thing in that video that we should break down is we see this integration of not just Backed, but talking to Coinbase, talking to Brian Armstrong, the CEO and founder of Coinbase, most likely related to policy and who should be the next SEC commissioner. As they alluded to in the video, it's probably going to be Hester Peirce. And for any of you who know anything about Hester Peirce, she is very, very supportive of crypto. So I'm trying to paint this picture and tie it all together for you. So we have Trump's personal interests. We have the US government going to be more supportive, but don't forget, there's two more pillars. I'm talking about the actual asset race we see currently going on in corporate America. MicroStrategy announces proposed private offering of 1.75 billion of convertible senior notes. MicroStrategy is basically raising almost $2 billion to buy more Bitcoin, but they're not the only company doing it. MicroStrategy going to get another 52,000 Bitcoin. Mara announces a 700 million contract to get more Bitcoin. Semler Scientific, 21 offering to get 215 Bitcoin. Metaplanet, a Japanese company that's very similar to MicroStrategy, also trying to get more Bitcoin. This is all just this morning. This is as of November 19th. We see corporate America saying, we want more, we want more, we want more. And then the final piece here to paint this whole picture is what we see specifically in Wall Street. Bitcoin ETF options trading will start today, Tuesday. Options trading will begin on Tuesday on the 42 billion iShares Bitcoin Trust, IBIT. So across the board, we have Trump's personal interests supportive of crypto. We have the US government trending in a way supportive of crypto. We have corporate America and really global corporate now very much wanting crypto, specifically Bitcoin. And we see an additional update in the world of Wall Street where it's even receptive to crypto. So I don't have a magic future ball that tells me what's going on. But if I'm a betting man, which I very much am, and I'm looking at just the writing on the wall, if I'm reading the tea leaves here, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize, wow, there's a better chance than not that crypto goes up, specifically Bitcoin, especially in real time right now, where we see Bitcoin holding just below an all-time high. And if you've been checking out the other political news, we're seeing the actual stock market completely dump. So when we're seeing one continuing to hold relative strength while the equity market is plummeting, that's another feather in the cap of specifically Bitcoin, but once again, the granddaddy of them all, that's going to be overall crypto. I wanted to give you insights to why I'm personally still bullish in the short, medium, and long term on crypto at this moment in time. I think there's too many exciting things to go on that by no means should be ignored.